Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Blue. When we last left off, we'd cleared away as many loose ends as I could for now, and we are ready to take on Victory Road and hopefully become a Pokémon Master. So without further ado, let's... Oh, hang on, what is this? What? Jamie? What a surprise to see! You here. So you're going to Pokémon League? You collected all the badges too? That's cool! Then I'll whip you, Jamie, as a warm-up for Pokémon League! Come on! So, without further ado, we are plunged into battle with Scooby-Doo. He has a full team of 6 now. What shall it contain? He starts off with a Pidgeot, and by sheer luck I begin with Jasmine, who despite the level disadvantage will surely win here. Oh yes. So that's the end of Pidgeot. What else can he throw at us? Ah! That could be a problem. Fortunately, I have a Bobbins. And Bobbins shall win the day. Especially when Rhyhorn begins with a Tail Whip. What a fuel! My Razor Leaf will end his life. Especially with its 100% chance of critical hit. Oh yeah, Generation 1. Go. What else can you throw? Execute. Now this could be interesting. Now it turns out that Leech Seed doesn't work against grass types. I should have remembered that, but I tried twice, but then I get the hint. But fortunately, thanks to the Generation 1, what is it? It's an AI bug that makes the enemy Pokemon use something that it believes to be a super effective move, even though due to my poison subtyping it is not super effective against Bobbin's grass type, but it is in fact useless. So this is going to be a pretty easy win. I don't feel good about this. Poor old Execute. When is your master going to give you a Leaf Stone and be done with it? When indeed. Oh, he just hangs on by the skin of his eggs. And I cut him. I cut him like the moose that he is. And now this could begin to get dangerous. Let's see how Bobbins can do against this tyrant, this monster. Pretty reasonably okay. We might just be onto something here. Dragon Rage, that's an instant 40 damage, which isn't that much in this day and age, so you'd better have something better than that, Gyarados. You'd better have something better than that. Let's see how much Bite does. I can't do maths, but I think that did 30... That either did 39 or 41 damage. I can't remember what the original number was now. 41! It did 41, I think. Anyway, we are now going to win. Because Bobbins is a powerhouse of brilliance. And he has earned that level 42. And now for what is perhaps the most dangerous member of Scooby's team, Alakazam. God only knows what Razor Leaf would have done without that Reflect, because Alakazam's natural defense is very low. So, knowing that I probably won't be able to beat him with Bobbins alone, I have planted the seed for victory. Alakazam stands no chance now that the Leaf Seed has been planted. Who will I send in my stead? 'Tis of course Pixen, the lovely little kitty. Can she stand up to Alakazam's sheer might? This is one of the strongest psychics in the game. She does it. She pulls through because she is a queen. But she probably won't pull through this. You will be sorely missed, Pixen. 'Tis now Jasmine's turn. Now this thunder won't do much because Alakazam's very high special. Oh, but it turns out it does enough, thanks to a well-placed critical hit. And you too, Jasmine, have earned that level 42. Double kick is potentially interesting, but due to your low attack, it's not really worth it. And I want to keep sand attack. I think sand attack will be useful for a bit of combat pragmatism later on. Now this, fortunately, will be a pretty easy win, thanks to Charizard's dual flying type. Oh yes. That is the end of he. What? I was just careless. Oops, there I go again. That loosened me up. I'm ready for Pokemon League. Jamie, you need more practice. But hey, you know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya! Takes a very special type of man to be crushed utterly and then complain that I need practice. But still, he's probably right. The Elite Four are not one to trifle with. Pokemon League, front gate. And now... Whoops! Nearly missed the door there. We are soon to come... Ooh, that is the Boulder Badge, go right ahead. And now, my friends, it is time to be trekked to some awesome music. So I'ma shut up for a second. Okay, you've heard that awesome music uninterrupted for long enough now. So we are passing the 8 guards, each of them checking for a badge. Really, they should do it with just one guard checking that I have all 8 badges, because what's going to happen if, say, I only have 7 badges? These people are all going to let me through, and then I'm going to get to the very last guard right in front of Victory Road, and it's going to be really awkward. You know, it's not good. You can pass here only if you have the soul badge. Oh, that is the soul badge. Okay then, please go right ahead. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, they chose to have part of this in water, which means that the awesome music has been replaced with some very meh music. Which is a big old shame, but now, I believe we're coming up to the final guard. Yes. Whoops. What the hell am I doing? Either way would work just fine. Oh, I'm having a look around, I see. There's nothing there, dear boy. Nothing at all. You can pass here only if you have the volcano badge. Oh, that is the volcano badge. Okay, so the next guy I face will be the final guard. And just, you know, what would happen if I didn't have the Earth badge? I've come all this way. It's just going to be pretty stupid, isn't it? This system is crazy. Still, the walk is pretty atmospheric. You can pass here only if you have Earth badge. Oh, that is Earth badge. Okay, then please go right ahead. I am a robot. So, we have come all this way. It is time to face Victory Road. Victory Road, which has a massive boulder right there, which kind of implies that I'm going to need strength in order to get anything done here. For some reason I forgot that I could and should fast forward through these wild Pokemon encounters. I won't forget for long though, so don't worry. So we can't get through there. Maybe the path to enlightenment is over here. No, just that thing which confused me for a long time. I thought that perhaps it was an item Pokeball that glitched out somehow, but of course it is the platform on which you're supposed to push the boulder. So I'm desperately trying to collect it, but then I've realised that it can't possibly be an item. And now, how's this for awkward? You walk all the way through Indigo Plateau. See, I'm just checking to make sure it's still glitched, though it's not. Anyway, you walk all the way through Indigo Plateau, you have all 8 badges, you're ready to be a master. Whoops, no one in my team has strength. I'm gonna have to come back, so after awkwardly sort of waddling my way back there, I've brought Hacks with me. in place of Bobbins, and Hax has the strength to get things done. So now we're going to make some progress through the final... No, not the final cave of Pokemon, of course, we still have Cerulean Cave, but the final pre-credits cave of Pokemon. Victory Road. Victory Road. It's pretty nifty. It's full of scary things and trainers, and if you manage to get through it, you can be a master, maybe. But also, there is a giant flaming chicken. There is a chicken or a kiwi bird or something of that sort, and it is on fire. It's probably closer to a kiwi bird than a chicken. It's just the fire makes it look like it has chicken-esque plumage. I wonder if you are good enough to... Those were words. So, we're facing the first trainer of the day. What powers will these Victory Road bound trainers have? So these people logically have all 8 badges, so allegedly she was able to beat all 8 gym leaders with Persian and something else. So it is Persian versus Persian. Her Persian is higher level than my Persian, but whose Persian will be the Persian to take it? Who will be the Prince of Persian? Da 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 da. Oh no, this is not looking good for poor old Pixen. A critically hit Fury Swipes could just ruin my life. But no. Persian has chosen this moment to screech, and it is that screeching that will allow me the chance at victory. Victory! So she was able to beat all gym leaders, apparently, with a level 44 Persian. I mean, at most level 44. They could have been weaker when she took out, you know, the gym leaders. So, a level 44 Persian and a level 44 Ninetales. There is no way. I mean, I've got my doubts that that would even beat Blaine. But even if it did beat Blaine, even if it did beat Blaine, there's no way that would have beaten Giovanni, because both of those Pokemon are pretty poor type matchups. He's got ground types and rock types. She had a normal type and a fire type. She is doomed. She is doomed. She cheated. There is no way she can be here. It just doesn't make any sense. She is not a league-worthy trainer. What the hell is going on here? Logic dictates that every last one of these trainers should be capable of defeating Giovanni. Maybe I'm just being too grumpy. That's possible. I just ran into a Graveler, so I'm checking that I have one, and I do. For some reason, I can remember all 151 Pokemon from memory, as I'm sure all good Pokemon trainers worth their salt can. But I can't quite remember, you know, the numbers for each one. I can do pretty well, but not completely well. But for some reason, it's always stuck to me in my mind that Graveler is number 75. I know off heart that he's the 75th Pokemon in the Pokédex. I don't know why that's stuck with me all this time, but it has. Also, you'll notice that the raised platform in this room is essentially a giant J. That's quite cool. So, you saw I took that sadistic puzzle there, which only allowed me to get 1 Pokéball. So I am leaving the room, and I am coming back into the room. Fortunately, that platform is still lowered. I don't think it should have been, but because I left and came back quickly, it hasn't come back. So, now time to get the other item. Come on, Haxy Waxy. Haxy Waxy. Make it so! Yay! Okay. So what will... Oops. What will this ball contain? Another rare candy. That brings me to about 8. Which means I'm going to boost at least my whole party by 1 level before taking on the Elite Four. And 2 lucky Pokemon will get their levels boosted by 2. I can see you're good. Let me see exactly how good. Pokemon Trainer, operational. So here is another cool trainer. Okay, well just by merits of having an Ivysaur, he will have most likely beaten Giovanni. Can this man have beaten Blaine? Yes, yes he could. So this guy is a little more legitimate. He should have Venusaurs and Blastoises, I don't know what he's playing with there. But he at least has a good, well-rounded team that, if he played smart, could have beaten the gyms. So this pleases me. He's not like silly Persian Ninetales woman who is crazy. So he, you know, rather than going for a Blastoise or a Venusaur, has chosen to make his signature Pokemon the Charizard, just like every child when I was young. But just like every child when I was young, he was wrong. He was absolutely wrong, because no one beats Venusaur. No one. Not even Pidgey. So it is time for more Boldore puzzles. Boldore, of course, genuinely being the name of a Generation 5 Pokemon. That's pretty sad right there. I don't hate the Gen 5 Pokemon like the rest of the world seems to. In fact, I quite like pretty much all of them. The names can sometimes be a little bit bad. Such as Boldore. Yes, we get it. He is a rock type. Though he at least transforms into a Pokemon called Gigalith, which is a little bit better. Victory Road is the final test for trainer! So the Black Belt wants to fight, and he is sending out a Machoke. And by sheer luck, I did not plan this, I did not know this was going to happen. By sheer luck, I opened with Shelby, which means this is going to be a Curb Stomp battle to end all Curb Stomp battles. That's his voice fading as I go more into the distance. What have we here? That contains Mega Kick, I remember from when I recorded this. I can't remember if Mega Kick is actually any good. It's got the word Mega in its name, which implies goodness. But the only one who can learn it is Zazrataz, who is not much of a physical person anyway. I am Graveler. I come from down the way. Then again, if I'm being harsh on the name Boldore, is Graveler really that much better? It's gravel, but as a verb. You know? We have to be fair and even in our criticisms. We can't go criticising Generation 5 for things that were present in Generation 1. For instance, some Pokemon in Generation 5 are based on inanimate objects. What craziness is that? That is stupid. Well, we have Magnemite, Magneton, Diglett and Dugtrio, who are based on Whack-A-Moles. We have, obviously, Voltorb and Electrode, who are based on Pokeballs, and... okay, Mimes aren't inanimate objects, but still, we have Mr. Mime. What the fuck is that? So... that was a Golbat, by the way. One of the scariest looking beasts in all of Pokeland. So, away we go, trying to figure out this room. Who is this man? What does he want with me? I want the item first. Haha! Full heal! Come on, I'll whip you! I'll whip you good! I'll beat your ass! So, oh gosh, he really will whip me. That's pretty bad. So he, like the woman above us, or below us, I think, something. Like the previous person we met, he has a level 44 Persian. Who I think just might have it in her to defeat Igra. Though, maybe. Okay, I'm checking out Fire Blast. Let's see how that does. That's a little bit beefier. And Igra pulls it out like a boss. Now Swift is our only hope. And what a safe hope it was.
I got whipped. This wasn't my voice before we started, but you just whipped me so good that my larynx has been distorted.
So, off we go. Where we're going, nobody knows. Is Victory Road too tough? Says the juggler. He's juggling 5 Pokeballs, but he only has 1 Pokemon. What's that? And his 1 Pokemon is Mr. Mime, who we were just discussing. Look at that. Just look at that thing. That was a Pokemon, people. When we were children, that was a Pokemon. I know we've all worked in our collective memories to forget it. He was there. So, it looks like tragically, poor Igra has been defeated at the hands of a Mr. Mime of all things. We will not tell people of this. But hopefully Jasmine will save the day. Why? Why did I go for Thunder Shock instead of Thunder? There we go. That's more like it. Well done. So, my team is getting pretty beaten up, but that's Victory Road for you. It is a harsh and evil land. And that is a TM17. What does it contain? Am I not going to check what's in there? That could have contained anything. Check it. No? Okay, well, apparently past Jamie had no interest regarding what's in TM17. No interest at all. That's a Machop. That's a Geodude. And this is a Challenger. I heard rumors of a child prodigy. Good, my reputation is preceding me. This pleases me. What do we have here? An Executor. Gosh, they have some pretty dramatic shading on them, don't they? Ooh, they look like they'd murder me in my sleep. Fortunately, Jasmine is at a type disadvantage here, so it is time for Shelby. This X attack will not save you now. Not now that we have Drill Peck. Oh my gosh, that Executor is pretty sturdy, but not sturdy enough. You have earned that level 43, Shelby. Now use it to crush your enemies. Whee! Unfortunately, that Aurora Beam means we're pretty doomed. Doom. So, unfortunately, now the Cloister is doomed. Look how the tables of doom are so quickly turned. Doom. Well done, Jasmine. You too have earned this increase in power. But you may not be able to beat an Arcanine because Arcanines have pretty crazy stats. I know I've said this before, but I love trivia. They were meant to be a legendary Pokemon. And you can even see them in the anime. You know the anime? Like one of the second episodes, I think it was. One of the second episodes. The second episode. Oh, you know what? I'm going to finish this thought. No, I can do it. In the second episode, Ash sees a tablet that contains the 3 legendary birds and Arcanine. It's like 4 Pokemon in the 4 shapes. Arcanine was supposed to be legendary along with them, but then they changed it and he became a normal Pokemon. That is my trivia. This is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you later.